20 years ago, this was cattle pasture and citrus groves. Today, it's 17 square miles of master plan living anchored by a 650-acre medical city, the world's largest tennis facility, and a five-star hotel you can walk to, all about 10 minutes from Orlando International Airport. It's called Lake Nona, and it's the newest, most ambitious community in Central Florida. I'm Ryan Solberg with MaxLife Realty, and I help buyers find the right home here. So let's answer the real question. Is Lake Nona worth it? First, what Lake Nona actually is, because there's a lot of confusion. In 1996, the London-based Tavistock Group quietly bought roughly 7,000 acres of former pasture in southeast Orange County, including the existing Lake Nona Golf and Country Club. They activated the residential land in 2004 with Village Walk, then made the defining move, the 650-acre medical city. Today, Lake Nona is an unincorporated community of about 12,000 residents that projects build out around 2031. It spans two zip codes, 32827 and 32832, and it is 100% post-2005 new construction. Here's the single most important thing to understand about Lake Nona. Most Central Florida luxury communities are built around a lake, golf, or theme park proximity. Lake Nona is built around jobs. The 650-acre medical city packs in 6 anchor institutions: Nemours Children's Hospital, which opened in 2012, the Orlando VA Medical Center, UCF Lake Nona Hospital, the UCF College of Medicine, University of Florida Research, and the Guidewell Innovation Center. Together, they support more than 30,000 jobs. That means Lake Nona buyers often work in the community, not commute through it. So, where will you actually live? Lake Nona isn't one neighborhood. It's a handful of distinct communities, and the rule of thumb is simple. The more private and prestigious, the higher the price. At the top is Lake Nona Golf and Country Club, an ultra-private guard-gated enclave on a Tom Fazio course with Water's Edge as the trophy water frontier. Village Walk is the gated lifestyle community popular with second home buyers. Laureate Park is the flagship walkable neighborhood and the most active new construction. North Lake Park sits right next to Medical City for the short commute, and Eagle Creek adds golf just to the south. Now, the lifestyle, and this is where Lake Nona separates itself. The town center is 4 million square feet of mixed-use office, retail, and hospitality, and it actually functions as a walkable Civic core, not a strip mall. Canvas is the signature lakeside restaurant. Boxy Park is the weekend hangout with shipping container eateries and live music. And the Lake Nona Wave Hotel, a 5-star Marriott that opened in 2024, gives residents concierge access and preferred room rates. Then there's the USTA National Campus, 99 courts across 64 acres, the world's largest tennis facility, hosting hundreds of tournaments a year that you can walk over and watch. Families ask about schools first, so let me be honest about it. Lake Nona is in Orange County Public Schools, an A-rated district from the Florida Department of Education for 2 straight years, 2024 and 2025. On the elementary side, Sunblaze and Moss Park toward North Lake Nona carry the strongest established ratings. The catch is the secondary schools. Lake Nona High and Lake Nona Middle are both post-2010 schools, so the A district rating applies, but national rankings haven't stabilized yet. Lake Nona High does have a genuinely distinctive aviation program. Many medical families default to the First Academy, a niche A-plus private school about 15 to 20 minutes away, until Lake Nona High's reputation matures. So what does your budget actually buy? Lake Nona spans an unusually wide range. Entry townhomes in Laureate Park and Cove at Nona Sound start around 420,000 and run to about 550. Entry single-family lands in the 500 to 650 range, with mid-range homes from 650 to 900,000. Core luxury sits at 1.2 to 1.8 million. Upper luxury to about 2.8, and the trophy tier at the Golf and Country Club and Water's Edge runs from 3 million up past 10. The November 2025 median was 780,000 at about $289 a square foot, with homes averaging around 59 days on market. Location is Lake Nona's quiet superpower, and it's all about the airport. Orlando International is just 10 to 15 minutes away via Narcosi Road or the 417 Greenway, making Lake Nona the closest luxury community to MCO in all of Central Florida. That's the whole pitch for airline pilots, traveling executives, and international second home buyers. Medical City itself is under 5 minutes, walkable from Laureate Park and North Lake Park. Downtown Orlando is about 25 minutes off peak. Walt Disney World is 25 to 30, and the Cocoa Beaches are about 50 minutes straight east on the 528 beach line, the fastest beach run in the region. Here's the one thing almost every buyer gets wrong, and it comes up at nearly every showing. People assume all of Lake Nona is Medical City. It isn't. Medical City is just the 650-acre southern subset, the hospitals and research campus, the residential neighborhoods, Laureate Park, Village Walk, the Golf and Country Club are separate places with completely different prices and vibes. So when a buyer tells me they want Lake Nona, my first question is always, which sub-area do you mean? The other thing to know, governance here is tighter than Dr. Phillips or Windermere, with HOAs, architectural review boards, and deed restrictions. That's a feature if you want a curated, well-maintained community, and a deal breaker if rules drive you crazy. So, is Lake Nona worth it? If you want brand new construction with smart home tech and fiber to every door, a genuine innovation district employment base, walkable amenities like the Wave Hotel and the USTA campus, and Orlando International just 10 minutes away, it belongs at the top of your list. If your priority is mature oak trees, Butler chain boating, or Restaurant Row, Dr. Phillips or Windermere may fit you better. And I'll tell you that honestly. I put the full breakdown, every community, every price tier, the schools, and the commutes on our Lake Nona page. And if you want me to walk you through it in person and find the right home, call or text me at 321-373-3536. I'm Ryan Solberg with MaxLife Realty, and if this was helpful, subscribe, because I break down a different Central Florida community every week.